have the right to life, liberty, and security. So, if you have those rights guaranteed by the Constitution, we think that they should be seriously looked at when it comes to things that might impact on air, water, land. Secondly, there's a history in Canada and North America about this, I'll be blunt about it, genocide. We have had this view that when we came to this country or this land, we can do what we want with it and the people. And that's been going on for a long time, and I think that what's important about this is that people, Aboriginal and non-Aboriginal people, are saying, enough of that, please. I mean, it's about time. You know? Like, you've been destroying people, you've been destroying the land. How about taking a step back and saying, you know, let's try it a different way now. How about living in harmony with the land and having, you know, which means, you know, radical concept, living in harmony with each other as human beings. That's another aspect of it. And the third one, and the one that, I don't know how else to put it, everyone from the Pope to insurance companies in the United States to countries suing the United States to individuals to Desmond Tutu, everyone is saying we're in the middle of climate change. Everyone is saying it. There might be, according to the recent studies, 1.5% to 2% of the scientists who are saying we don't think we're in the middle of it yet. And that's fact. It's not a theory or an opinion. Well, my son, he's 19, and 2 months ago he came over, and he's like every teenager, you know, he parties hard every night, works hard during the day, and plays hockey and football and ball hockey and you name it. He said, I'm not having children. And I'm going, what? What did my ex not tell me? What's going on here? Like, my son is telling me he's not having kids. And he just said, nonchalantly, matter of fact, Dad, according to the scientists, we're going to be dead in 20 to 25 years. Why would I try to want to have children? They won't be allowed to have children. And that was like him telling me it's raining outside. No debate about it. And I've heard that more and more. So what a lawsuit does, and this is important, and it might address some of the things sort of that you're raising. One of the things about the Charter of Rights and Freedoms and international law and the courts is that is supposed to be the place where we deal with fundamental issues in a peaceful way. The courtroom is when it comes to the Charter and stuff, we get to argue or put forward our positions about what kind of society we should have. Should women be treated with equality? Should Aboriginal people be treated with respect? Or should we allow racism or sexism or homophobia or violence or, you know, corrupt, whatever. Whatever your view is on those. The courtroom, the Charter has been set up to have a discussion about that. To hear everyone's views. Open, frank, honest with each other. Put it all on the table there. And then have some people who are independent of that give us some guidance about what we think we should be doing. And that's what this is about. When it comes to climate change, I don't know about you, but I'm at this place. If it's true, I can't go home and pretend that I should be doing something about it. I can't. The science is overwhelming. It's shale gas, exploration, methane gas release, the melting of the ice in the north, and the methane release that's going to happen from there. I mean, you can talk to the scientists, I have, even though Harper won't let them talk. They will be talking. If we have to subpoena them. The release of methane there, the rise in the water levels. The U.S. military, former chiefs of staff and commanders issued a statement 3 months ago. This is the former military commanders. Issued a statement saying climate change is not only real, but it's imminent. Imminent to the point of dangerous. And if we don't prepare for it, we're going to have chaos. I don't want that. So, in my view, what's historic about this is not only the courage of the people that are saying this. I mean, this is a hard thing to do. To stand up in front of government. Federal government's being sued here. Provincial government's being sued here. Swin is being sued here. And people are seeking compensation for the way they were treated by the police. I think that's an easy thing to do. It's a courageous thing to do, but they're doing it. They're doing it in a way which is civilized, peaceful, respectful discourse. Sit down and talk. Share the truth with each other. Don't be afraid to share the truth. And whatever the truth shows, I know this sounds, kind of like a poet or something, but it happens to be true. It really is. And in New Brunswick, from the science and everything I've seen, I was in Paralysis 2 days ago. I'm going around seeing all this stuff. It's real. It's there. And it shouldn't be. But at the end of the day, I don't want to gamble. Okay, pretend that there's no climate change. Maybe in 20 years, it turns out we're all wrong. You're allowed to smile, by the way. But 20 years from now, it turns out we're all wrong. We will not have not a single bit of harm in being wrong. Not why I don't think.
No, this province will be broke.
It's already broke, my friend, I hear.
Yeah, you guys are making it even poorer.
How?
Simple. You guys want to stop everything from being developed.
They do. Right? You don't. They do. Well, this is the problem. I appreciate your input, and it's important. I understand that.
That's why we're in the court.
You're a good speaker. I like this.
Well, it's not just speak like that. I mean, I believe in it.
Okay, cool.
Okay? We have all these scientists and studies and so on. In the United Kingdom, in the United States, and in Canada, federally. Shale gas in Africa, shale gas is underneath the surface of the whole planet. And we've had enough of the CO2 emissions. Everybody's terrified about how that's causing climate change. So we need to go greener, at least. And everyone's talking about shale gas as having an emission level which is less of a carbon footprint. That's what we're talking about. And we're having that frank discussion about that. And it's true that just the burning of the shale gas will have less carbon footprint than the burning of conventional oil. That's a fact. But the process of getting it is going to make it just as dirty as the others. And so here's what, and you'll see in the lawsuit that was filed on Monday and the one that's filed here.
It's a joke.
There are times that I think that here's what you'll see in there, because that we're talking about, it's real. I mean, my kids go to Fort McKay and Fort McMurray. Have you been there? Fort McHale? Don't send your kids to Fort McKay. They'll be dead in 20 years. The doctors will tell you that now. They're finally admitting that. Don't go there. But we're asking in the lawsuits for economic development that's sustainable, that will provide jobs here for people in New Brunswick. You have one of the most accessibly renewable energy systems scientifically there is in Canada.
No, time for the tide.
That tide, I mean, first time I saw it go past me yesterday blew my mind. But the power of that, why aren't they spending the money that they have a choice on to give you jobs, to build that into a long-term sustainable thing? That's what.
Tried it.
Well, that's what we're trying to say.
A piece of equipment was destroyed in 2 weeks
Why?
by the water.
I know. It's strong enough to handle the tide.
No joke.
Well, no, but what I'm saying is, the science is there for solar and wind and water. And, you know, if you've got $100 million as a government, what we're saying is, put that into sustainable jobs in New Brunswick, but the money and the jobs stay here.
How do you know it's not going to be with SWN? Or Corridor? Or anyone else that wants to come and develop? How do you guys know that?
Excuse me.
By your own financial statements.
So, did you wait and have your own turn?
They have to file tax returns and stuff in the United States and with the US Treasury Board and with the stock exchange. So you can build a real big with the money. It's not staying here.
Oh, okay. But I mean,
But if the people of the president, Saskatchewan, we got crown corporations. You build up a great energy crown corporation, the jobs stay here, the profits stay here, they get reinvested in healthcare, education, better life, and a long-term planning life, where you're not just waiting for, okay, this company's here this year, I get a job for 6 months. And that's what this actually is all about. This lawsuit, both of them are asking for that in their remedy, and they want the government and the people to sit in the courtroom and have a discussion about how can we use our money and resources in a way to give people real jobs in a respectful way. I think you should stop that. But that's what it's about.
I get it.
That's what it's about. Not easy discussion.
What's the difference between this lawsuit and the one that was filed earlier?
This has 3 other aspects to it.
The three aspects that you were talking about earlier. How come you didn't do one larger or one with everybody?
If I could answer questions like that, I'd be up there.
Okay.
I still wasn't quite sure. Did what we've heard from the Supreme Court today in British Columbia, will it have an impact on how this case goes?
I don't believe so. Do you?
I'm not there. I mean, it seems that it might have an impact in terms of the need to consult First Nations more than what is being done.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's what the primary basis of the case was. The Supreme Court's been studying that for 10, 12 years already. There's a professor in Saskatchewan, Dwight Newman, who wrote a book on it. The duty to consult, in the case that I did in Saskatchewan, I'm defending the right to strike for working people. The judge there said, look, the duty to consult applies to all citizens. It doesn't matter whether you're Aboriginal or not. And that's our position. The position in these lawsuits is that the duty to consult, in other words, if I'm going to impact your land, your water, your air, your job, your living, with the decision that I'm making, you better be talking to me before you do it. And that's the duty to consult that we're promoting. So the decision from the Supreme Court carries on the direction that they have been going with the duty to consult with Aboriginal people. But these 2 lawsuits are based on the duty to consult for everyone who happens to be living here.
So you're not going to take a specific angle on this case using this
Oh,
precedent?
hey, well, you know, we're going to use every angle we can, obviously. But the main thing is, it is a significant aspect. If you read the documents, if you heard what people said, this and the other press coverage, what really is bothering people, and which people are now starting to sort of appreciate as something that should be taken seriously now, is the duty to consult your citizens, period. You know, you're spending our tax dollars, you're spending whatever we get from the tax base or sales or whatever else. You're making a choice about what to do with that. That affects me, my family, people I love, future generations, my friends, my buddies. Isn't it time that you start talking to me to make sure that I'm okay with it? That's all.
I also have a question. I talked to different specialists in law, and from what I hear, no case has been won on Section 7 in Canada so far. And it doesn't mean, in might not happen in the future, right? It's always a good idea to try, but what's your opinion on that?
I wish I had been able to speak French better when I heard the one law professor that you were interviewing.
My umbrella.
But I got the impression that I understood most of what he was saying. I would say to all of those people, come to the courtroom and let's have a chat.
Here, here.
Rather than sort of going on the air and telling people how you think the judges should rule, come to the courtroom and have your own opinion. I mean, if you're a law professor, if you're a faculty member, intervene. And let's have an honest discussion where everyone's voice is heard. On Section 7, with all due respect to those people, there are two cases that the Supreme Court has ruled on recently. One of them I'll call the prostitution case. People are familiar with that one, where they struck down the laws that criminalize women for being engaged in that industry. They struck the criminal law, actually struck the criminal code down and said that's unconstitutional because it violated Section 7, right to health. And what the court said there is by criminalizing women who are in that industry, you're forcing them to a life where it might, and that's the key, might be dangerous to their health.
From what I've heard, I meant an environmental case.
I know,
Not
but that's-
other.
But that's health. Okay, does the word life include the word health? In the Insight decision, the methadone clinic in BC, same thing. Up until then, most professors in courts were saying the right to life doesn't include the right to health. The Supreme Court has now said that it does include the right to health. So we think that if the court has said health is covered by the word life, not a big leap to say, well, that would include air and water. I mean, that's just my view, but I don't think it's a stretch.
Thank you very
I
much.
just want to follow up on Roy's earlier question. Can you give us a concrete reason why both weren't filed at the same time in lawsuits? Is there a reason? Like a real answer?
A real answer. How about there may be more?
When?
I can't talk about those things. I'm going to talk about things that have happened.
So will there,
But there still may be some more from different approaches and different groups.
I'll talk. We're having some discussions. Yeah. We're having some discussions about a third lawsuit and a fourth. So we don't know how that's going to go. The People's Lawsuit still welcomes others who want to join us, and it's always been that way. About our beautiful New Brunswick Anti-Shale Gas Alliance.